All right, guys, and welcome back. And today we are diving into something that most traders never even think about, but it's absolutely huge when it comes to long-term success in Forex. And that is your personality type. The way that you are wired as a human being will directly influence the way that you trade. Now, I want you to really lean into this because what I'm about to share with you isn't just about theory, it is actually practical, it's real. It's the stuff that explains why two people could study the same strategy, trade the same setup, even sit in the same room looking at the same chart, and one makes money consistently while the other blows account after account. And the difference isn't the knowledge, the difference is the psychology. It's behavior, it's personality. And that is where DISC comes in, D-I-S-C. If you don't know what DISC is, it's one of the simplest personality frameworks out there. D stands for dominance, I stands for influence, S stands for steadiness, and C stands for conscientiousness. 4 broad personality styles that explain how you make decisions, how you handle risk, how you process information, and ultimately, how you perform under pressure. And trading is pressure. You are literally putting your money on the line. You've got uncertainty, you've got fear, you've got greed, you've got charts moving in real time. It's not just about pressing buy or sell, it's about how you respond when the candle goes against you, when the stop loss is nearly hit, when your plan is actually tested. So what we're going to do here is break down each of these DISC styles, link them directly to trading behavior, and then I'm going to show you how to use this to improve your own results. Because once you know your type, you can then build a system that protects your weaknesses and then maximizes your strengths. And when you can do that, you get consistency. So let's start with the D type. D type stands for dominance. If you're a high D, you're decisive, you're competitive, you like to win, you're driven by results, by achievement, and by speed. You don't want to sit around analyzing 10 different scenarios. You just want to get in, make a decision, and move forward. Now, in trading, that can be both a gift, and a curse. The gift is that the D types are often action takers. They don't just get stuck in the analysis paralysis. When they see the opportunity, they just pull the trigger. And in trading, hesitation is often costly. So that decisiveness can work in your favor. But here's the curse. These also hate being wrong. They can be stubborn, they don't like to lose, and that can lead to holding on to losing trades way longer than they should because they don't want to admit defeat. Or even worse, revenge trading. You take a loss and instead of stepping back and recentering, you immediately want to get back into the market and win it all back. That is a D trait through and through. Now, I've coached traders that are classic type Ds. They smash challenges, they're fearless when entering positions, but they'll blow 2 weeks worth of profit in a single afternoon because their ego wouldn't let them take a loss and then move on. So if you're a type D, you need to build rules that protect you from yourself. Hard stop losses that you never move, risk management so strict that even if you wanted to push it, you physically can't. And you need to channel that competitive energy into following your plan, not fighting the market. Now, let's talk about I. I stands for influence. I types are social, they're energetic, persuasive, they love connecting with people. They're optimistic, they get excited easily, and in trading that can be powerful because they often spot opportunities that others don't, simply because they're creative thinkers. They're also great in trading communities because they thrive when other people are around them. But the challenge for I's is discipline. And I will get excited about a setup and then the next shiny object appears and they're off chasing that. They're prone to overtrading, to impulse entries, to abandoning one strategy halfway through because they saw something else that was more exciting. I's can also fall into the trap of trading for the buzz, not the process. They're trading to feel something, that dopamine hit, and not necessarily to execute a plan. And the markets love to punish that. So if you're an I, the key is structure. You need a trading plan that is clear, written down, and you need accountability. This is where trading community can really serve you, not just for signals, but for discipline. If you've said you're only going to be taking 3 trades this week, and you've got peers holding you to that, you'll rein in the impulse. And you'll still have that social energy fulfilled as well, but in a way that actually supports your consistency. Now, we move to S. S is steadiness. S types are calm, reliable, supportive, patient, They don't like sudden change. They're stable people. They're the kind of people that you can rely on. And in trading, that patience is golden, because patience is one of the most underrated skills in trading. Most losses don't come from bad analysis. They come from not waiting. Entering too early, closing too soon, chasing the market. An S has a natural wiring just to wait. But, and there's always a but, S-types can be too cautious. They fear risk. They fear loss. They don't like volatility. And this can lead to hesitation. They'll see a setup, but they won't pull the trigger. They'll wait for more confirmation, and then by the time they're ready, the move has already gone. Or they'll get in, but the moment the trade goes into a slight drawdown, they'll either panic or maybe even just close it early. So for S traders, the lesson is courage. You've got to trust your analysis. You've got to accept that risk is just part of the game. You can't avoid it. You can only manage it. And if you're an S, the growth edge here is to step into calculated risk and accept that losing is part of winning in the long term. Finally, we've got C. C stands for conscientious. C types are actually detail-oriented, analytical, precise. They love data, logic, and systems. They want things to be perfect, though. And in trading, that's a strength. They'll backtest properly, they'll journal religiously, they'll refine their system until it's bulletproof. A C-type trader is a trader who knows exactly what their win rate is, what their average R multiple is, what their maximum drawdown is, and that knowledge gives them then confidence. But here's the challenge. Cs can get stuck. Okay, they can spend so much time analyzing, tweaking, perfecting, and they never actually bother to trade. Or they trade too small, too infrequently, because they're scared that the system isn't quite ready yet. So they also overcomplicate things, adding an indicator after indicator until the chart looks like a Christmas tree. So if you're a C trader, your growth edge is action. At some point, you have to accept that no system is perfect. No trade is guaranteed, and the edge only plays out if you actually trade it. You don't need more indicators, you need more execution. Now here's the key. None of these types are better than the others. Every style has its strengths, every style has its weaknesses. The goal isn't to change who you are. The goal is to know who you are so that you can design your trading approach around it. If you're a D, you need risk controls that stop your ego blowing the account. If you're an I, you need structure and accountability. If you're an S, you need courage to embrace risk. And if you're a C, you need to simplify and execute. And here's where this ties into my 7 pillars of trading success: purpose, principles, psychology, plan, platform, peers, and profit. Your DISC type feeds directly into your psychology. It shapes how you handle pressure, how you stick to your plan, how you use the platform, and even how you even engage with your peers. Let me give you some practical examples. Imagine you're a type D and you're in the prop firm challenge. You've hit 7% in the first week. You only need 3% more. The smart move is to slow down and protect the capital. Wait for these A-type setups. But the D thinks, I can smash this one in one day. So they overtrade. They trade too much risk. And then boom, they're down to break even again. That's the D ego. Awareness of that stops you from doing it. Now imagine you're an I. You've joined 5 different Telegram groups. You're watching 3 mentors on YouTube. You've got 12 different strategies saved. And every time someone posts a chart, you want to try it. That's the eye chasing excitement, the fix. One system, one plan, one accountability group. That's what you need. Mastery through focus. Now, if you're an S, picture this. You've done your analysis. You've marked your supply and your demand zones. You've set your alerts. The price comes in. It's exactly what you expected. But your finger hovers over the button and you hesitate. What if it fails? What if it's a fake out and you don't enter? And then you watch the market run without you. That's an S trait. The solution? Pre-commit. Write down your rules in advance. And when the rules are met, you enter automatically. Or just set orders in the market. And for the type Cs, you've back-tested 500 trades. You've got a Google sheet with every stat possible. But when it comes to live trading, you're scared to risk more than 0.1%. So your growth is tiny, your confidence never builds, and you're stuck in the perfection mode. The solution here is to accept imperfection. Trade small, but trade often. and get the reps in. Now here's the big takeaway. Trading is not just charts. It's not just supply and demand, or EMAs or ATRs. It's you. You are the common denominator in every trade you take. And if you do not understand your wiring, you will be repeating the same mistakes no matter how much technical analysis you know. So my challenge to you is this. Work out your disc type. You probably already know which one you lean towards. Be brutally honest with yourself. Are you a competitive type D, an excitable type I, a cautious S, or a perfectionist C? And once you've identified that, adjust your trading approach accordingly. Build rules, systems, and habits that counteract your weaknesses and then amplify your strengths. Because when you align your personality with the process, everything clicks. You stop fighting yourself, you stop sabotaging, and you start trading in flow. That's when the profits come. That's when you build consistency, and that's when you can move from being another trader in the 95% who fail to being in the 5% who actually make this work. Remember this, the market does not care about you. It doesn't care about your personality, it just moves. But if you care enough to know yourself, you can approach that market in a way that gives you an edge. That's the game, that's the work, that's how you win in Forex.